Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of The Real Breakdown. Today we're going to give you the real breakdown on Mission Impossible 6 Fallout. So let's get right to it, everyone. Alright, so this movie, when I saw the trailer for Mission Impossible 6 Fallout, to me that trailer was the best trailer I had seen in that year. I don't remember if that was this year or if that was last year, but this movie is some movie that I've been really excited for. Guys, I'm going to put this out there right now. I haven't seen all the Mission Impossible movies. I know as a kid I saw some of them, but I have no recollection of them. Mission Impossible 1, 2, 3, I have no idea what they're about. But Mission Impossible 4, Ghost Protocol, Mission Impossible 5, Rogue Nation, and this one, Mission Impossible 6, have by far been some of the best spy action movies I've seen in recent times. I mean, I'll be honest, guys, in my opinion, I think right now the Mission Impossible franchise is better than the James Bond franchise. I know, crazy to say that, but that's just how good these movies have been lately. And a huge part of them is because of Tom Cruise. So, first of all, walking out of the theater, I felt pumped. Driving home, I felt like I was still in an action movie, like it was just such a great feeling. It's one of those movies where even when you walk out, you're still just buzzing about the movie. So that's really good. Basically, did this movie live up to my expectations? Yes, it did. It lived up to the hype that I was expecting from the first trailer when it came out. If you guys are planning to see this movie, if you haven't seen that trailer, check out that first trailer. It is incredible, guys. It just really captures the tone of the movie. So if you guys are on the fence about it, take my thoughts into consideration, but then also check out that trailer because it's really, really good. The movie, guys, wow, this film has so much action. This is your typical summer blockbuster action film. If you love action movies, if you love action set pieces, if you love adventure movies, if you love spy movies, this is the ultimate movie for that. There's a great story behind it. It is a continuation, but you can walk into this fresh and just kind of figure out what's going on. There are some returning characters from the other movies. They got Henry Cavill in this, Superman. We finally get to see that mustache from Mustache Gate. If you don't know what that is, all I'm going to say is in Justice League, Superman kind of looked a little funny. That's because they had to edit out the mustache that he grew for this movie. That's called Mustache Gate. But yeah, so Henry Cavill is in this. Rebecca Ferguson returns. My God, Rebecca Ferguson is just amazing. I've really come to love her as an actress. And Simon Pegg comes back. Alec Baldwin, man, oh my gosh. I'm going to say this right now, guys. To me, Alec Baldwin stole the movie. I thought Alec Baldwin in this movie was awesome. He had great scenes, great moments, and he was the standout for me. I know, right? Alec Baldwin of all people. There are a few other characters in this movie, and there are so many double crosses in this movie that it's crazy. And I don't even think that's a spoiler telling you because you won't even be able to guess who double crosses who. But it's in a good way. It's not overdone, and it just kind of keeps the story interesting. And you're always kind of wondering, wait, who really are the good guys and who really are the bad guys? And what the heck is Tom Cruise gonna do next? Because if any of you know, in every single Mission Impossible film, Tom Cruise, he does his own stunts. He's a crazy dude. Everyone respects him in Hollywood because every movie he one-ups it, Ghost Protocol, he climbed, this huge building in Dubai. And Rogue Nation, he strapped himself to the side of an airplane while it was taking off. And in this movie, he freaking flew a helicopter with only months of training. All the crazy stunts that Tom Cruise does in this movie, there's like 4 different times where he does a crazy stunt. And then also, I don't know if you guys knew, but during the filming of this, he actually injured himself. And it was to the point where he actually broke a bone or something like that. So he really hurt himself in one of the stunts. And they still put it in the movie. And it was funny because watching that scene, I was like, oh, yep, that's where he hurt himself. But there are so many other scenes in which you're like, dang, this guy is just crazy. And you know that when it's Tom Cruise, that's actually him. It's no stunt double. Some of it is not really CGI. So that's pretty crazy, man. I really can't go into the plot of this movie because it kind of gives it away. I can't start talking about it without really spoiling or kind of leading you on what's going to happen. Like I said, just watch the trailer. The acting was great. I think Simon Pegg and Tom Cruise have a good comedic back and forth every once in a while. Like I said, Alec Baldwin to me was a standout. And then all the characters are really good. Rebecca Ferguson, fantastic as always. And there's a new character in there. I don't remember her name exactly. She's this blonde, short-haired girl in it. and she does phenomenal. I was like, wow, she's really good, but she's not in it long enough for me to actually say, hey, like keep an eye out for her. I will say though, this film is not perfect. A few of the flaws that I saw with this movie were that it's kind of a negative and a positive. The movie feels like it's long. It literally made, like towards the end of the movie, I was like, wait a minute, what about this scene that happened really early on in the movie? Oh my god, it feels like that was 3 hours ago, but it was in this, same movie. I think the runtime for this is like 2 hours and 30 minutes, but it feels like it's 3 hours long. It's a long movie, so that might be a negative a little bit for me because, I was like, wow, it's not over yet? Really? Okay, let's keep going. But that's the reaction I had, was that I was like okay with it being long, but at the same time I was like, maybe there were some scenes in there that you could have cut out. Another negative that I do kind of have is I do have to say there were a few times where some things happened in the movie that were just not believable. I know, it's an action movie, it's a summer blockbuster, it's supposed to be crazy, right? But there were some things that I was just like, really, that's a little too far. Like, you guys can push the envelope, but not that much. So there were some times where I was like, oh, really, come on, that's going to happen? Or like, wow, it's just going to happen just in time, So you do get a little bit of that, along with the fact that it is a longer movie. So I thought some of that could have been cut out, or you could have been figured out in some other way. But overall, guys, I think Mission Impossible 6 really, really stepped up to the plate, and it really fulfilled my expectations. And it is kind of a continuation of Rogue Nation, which I really, really enjoyed. But yeah, Tom Cruise, man, that guy just does it again. He just doesn't age, and he just always looks great. And this is just another one to add to his belt. He even gets emotional in this movie. There's some parts where he jerks some tears, and I'm like, dang, Tom Cruise still got it. I'm like, okay. Anyways, guys, I definitely recommend it. I think that, if you can't catch it in the theaters, or if it's no longer in the theaters, then you should definitely rent it. You should definitely, if you're a huge fan of action movies, this is one that you're going to get on Blu-ray. It's probably going to be one that I purchase. So yeah, that's going to do it for the real breakdown, non-spoiler review of Mission Impossible 6 Fallout. So guys, please stay tuned. I do have some more stuff planned. And until then, I'll see you guys next time.